Alright, it is Thursday, November 15, 2018 at 4:04 p.m. Just wanted to do a quick weather update. Icy roads cause 5 deaths as wintry weather blows east. A pre-winter storm slammed parts of the South and lower Midwest, causing 5 deaths on slippery roads and stranding travelers for more than 8 hours on an icy Arkansas interstate. The wintry weather was barreling eastward Thursday with snow and ice expected from Ohio and the Appalachian Mountains through Washington, D.C., New York, and New England. Snow fell as far south as central Alabama, which got a dusting, while wintry precipitation is unusual in the deep south so early in the season. Forecasters said the overnight trace missed setting a record for earliest snow by about 2 weeks. So a pre-winter storm slammed parts of the South and lower Midwest, causing 5 deaths on slippery roads and stranding travelers for more than 8 hours on an icy Arkansas interstate. The wintry weather was barreling eastward Thursday with snow and ice expected from Ohio and the Appalachian Mountains through Washington, D.C., New York, and New England. Snow fell as far south as central Alabama, which got a dusting, while winter precipitation is unusual in the deep south so early in the season. Forecasters said the overnight trace missed setting a record for earliest snow by about 2 weeks. In Mississippi, a tour bus bound for a casino overturned, leaving 2 people dead and 44 others injured. And in Little Rock, Arkansas area, 3 people were killed in separate crashes on icy roads Wednesday night, while Interstate 40 was shut down overnight in the eastern part of the state because of several crashes near the White River Bridge. The interstate reopened shortly before daybreak Thursday, but officials said traffic was slow going because some drivers had fallen asleep. Witnesses told Mississippi Investigation the tour bus driver lost control after crossing an icy overpass and the bus rolled over on its side, coming to a rest in the median of Interstate 269 in Bahia around 12:35 p.m., said Mississippi Highway Patrol spokesman Captain Johnny Paulus. All of a sudden, the bus started swerving, then it spun around 2 times, hit the rail, and then flipped over. Bus passenger Veronica Love told news outlets that she left the hospital after the wreck. The second spin, it started picking up speed. It was mean. What could you do? The crash happened about 35 miles southeast of downtown Memphis, Tennessee. Um, so officials said the group were traveling from Huntsville, Alabama to gamble in a casino in Mississippi, Tunicas County, about 40 miles to the west. Around the upper south, meanwhile, the storm spread scattered sleet and light snow Wednesday in Virginia. And in Virginia, NASA said the planned launch early Thursday of an unmanned cargo rocket to the International Space Station had to be rescheduled by 1 day because of the weather. The unmanned Cygnus cargo craft is now scheduled to lift off early Friday from Wallop Island on the eastern shore, carrying supplies and research material for the astronauts at the space station. Elsewhere, the ice storm is hitting parts of Indiana, shut down schools, and left hazardous conditions on roadways Thursday morning. So pretty much the wintry weather is all over the east. Alright, let's take a look at the National Weather Service and look at all the weather watches. Alright, for parts of the Panhandle in Florida and Georgia, we have frost advisory. For parts of central Alabama, we have freeze warnings for northern and central Georgia and central South Carolina. For parts of western North Carolina and northwest South Carolina, we had flood warnings and flood watches. Also, for central Kentucky, we have winter weather advisories. For central Indiana, northern Ohio, for central Montana, Great Falls, and northeastern Montana, and for southwestern Wyoming and central Nebraska, there is winter weather advisories. For central Pennsylvania, for Washington, D.C., central Maryland, northern Virginia, and east and west Virginia, and for eastern New York and New England areas, we have winter storm warnings. And for southern Maine and New Hampshire, there's winter storm warnings. Alright, let's take a look at the full screen radar. Here you see the snow happening over Cleveland, Toronto, Buffalo, Philadelphia, parts of New York, and snow happening in Fargo and by Thunder Bay, and also rain happening in Tennessee and Washington and Virginia, pretty much, and New York. So it's a mix of rain and snow happening right now across the East Coast. Alright, the temperatures, this is pretty much in 60s and 50s in the middle of the United States and parts of the West. But also the East Coast has the low temperatures, the 20s and 30s, with all this snow happening right now. Also, there was a large earthquake, a magnitude 6.4, in Viesoku Island, South Georgia, and in South Sandwich Islands off in the Atlantic Ocean, next to South America. There was also a tsunami warning, but the Tsunami Warning Center does not have it having any watch or threat for the tsunami warning. It has it registered, the South Sandwich Islands, as a magnitude 6.9 earthquake, so I guess it was downgraded from a 6.9 to a 6.4. Alright, that's it for the headlines right now. I hope you guys stay safe out there, stay wrapped up in this wintry cold, and stay safe. God bless you guys. See you next time.